Testing, testing. Sound check. Oh. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back. This is Nideca Sunstone. We are exploring DragonQuest 11 Echoes of an Elusive Age. This is episode 5. Today, I wanted to start a little bit differently. Alright. We are at the Mangle Grove campsite. And here's what happened before. According to Dirk, Eric's old partner in crime, the red orb is now being kept in King's Barrow. Having taken a roundabout route to reach it in order to avoid the Heliodorian army, the two stumble across a miraculous route in the Mangle Grove, which sparks some eye-opening revelations. As soon as Nideca puts his hand on it, he sees a vision of a villainous creature who brings down the bridge, turns the poor woodcutter into a pooch, and then hides himself in a treasure chest by a waterfall. Our heroes make a mockery of the creature's attempt to ambush them, and having beaten him, tell him to turn the woodcutter back into human. The friendly forester promptly fixes the bridge and informs them that Nideca's second sight is a gift only given to those chosen by Yggdrasil, the world tree. Yggdrasil. I'm trying to pronounce it right. Anyways, we're not gonna go anywhere. We're gonna stay in this campsite for a little while, because I wanted to go over a couple of things. Let's go ahead and set up camp. Yes. Alright, so in our last episode also, when we made it here to this campsite, before we found out that the bridge was out, Eric gave us, what's it called? The happy fun size forge. That's what he gave us, right? And I wanted to explore some of the things that we can do with the fun size forge. Right? Well, oh no, hold on a second. I'm pressing wrong buttons again. Anyways, I also wanted to go over the fact that, why I was collecting certain items, right? So in our equipment bag, we have a cypress stick, plain clothes, right? Cypress stick, plain clothes, a Kaiser axe, which I'm going to explain in a second. I picked that up because I picked this game up about a year ago. And I mean, I've had it for a year. I just haven't really played it, and it was one of the deluxe editions. I forgot what's it called, and I can't really find my original packaging for it. It's somewhere abouts, but it came with all sorts of little goodies and whatnot. And one of the goodies that it came with, that I turned in, or that I actually, let's see, I came here. Where did I come? Claim special rewards here in system settings. So in the claim special rewards sections, I received a number of things. Among them were some items. The items included the Kaiser axe, which is an axe that neither of our two heroes can use. The elaborate runes engraved into the head of this highly refined hatchet help to increase the wielder's max MP, magical power, I guess. And look at the attack strength for that is plus 86. So I don't know who's going to use that and when, right? But anyways, in our travels along the way, we've collected a number of things from secret chests that we found along the way. I didn't show finding all the secret chests and things like that because I want you guys to be able to play the game also. When you play the game, you'll have something to find, right? I'm not going to spoil everything. I don't want to spoil everything. I may spoil some of the storyline, but I don't want to spoil everything for you guys to experience. Anyways, I'm getting off track. One of the other things we got was elevating vest. A snazzy waistcoat awards the wearer with extra experience every time they win in battle. Except that the snazzing vest it really isn't that powerful and whatnot. Experience, 10% to experience is great, but as far as defense goes, not that powerful. So that's the downside. Useful in early levels, not so useful later on, unless you have a larger party, and then you can, well, we'll figure out a use for it later on. Alright, one of the other items in the specials was, and actually this, I found this in a chest, Seeds of Sorcery, a nifty nut that permanently increases magical might by a little consumed upon use. We're going to transfer this to Nideca, and I think Nideca's holding those other items. Yes, he is. Right, some of this stuff we can transfer. Nideca took the Seeds of Sorcery from the item bag, and antidotal herb was put back in its place. Okay. I had to read what I just did there. I didn't realize what I had done. Anyways, so I have way too much stuff in my inventory, it seems, and we're going to do some maintenance here. We're going to clean some of this stuff up. We're going to put these in the item bag, right? Transfer that to the item bag. And I'm sorry for doing this boring stuff this episode, but you know, I mean, it's important to do these things when you're playing. I gotta pay attention to what I'm doing, really. Transfer. Yes. Item bag. Yes. Alright, so I wanted to go over the things that we picked up. We're going to use some of these things now also. Seed of Agility. A nifty nut that permanently increases agility by a little bit upon use. Consumed upon use. So we're going to use this. And we're going to use that on Nideca. We're going to use most of this stuff on Nideca, right? Because he's our main character. Why not? Alright, so we got rid of all that other stuff. Okay, so back in the item bag should be, there it is, Seeds of Skill. There's 3 Seeds of Skill. We're going to actually use one on Eric, That was from the special prizes. 3 seeds of skill. So now Eric has 1 more skill point, and we're gonna use the other 2 on Nideca. Right. That gives us 5 skill points that we can use right now, or we can wait a little bit before we use them. And that's what I wanted to wait on using them for, to open up this first skill tree here. The great sword, we're gonna work on the great sword later on, but I'm not gonna use the points there. Alright? Anyways, back to, let's get focused, and well, let's try to stay focused and task on hand. The task is the Fun Forge. That's what I wanted to talk about. I mean, I found this to be fun in a way. When Eric gave us the Fun Forge, he did give us our beginning, I guess, recipes. And our beginning recipes for weapons, we can make a bronze sword, or we can make a divine dagger. And I have fresh water, so it looks like I have enough to make 4 divine daggers, right? And for the swords, I'm not sure. No, we don't have enough to make 7 swords, but we could make whatever's left over, because the divine daggers also require copper ore, but they only require 1 of each. So out of 4, that'll leave us with 7. That means we can make 3 copper swords. Those are possibilities, right? For armor, in the woodman's hut, we found the recipe for scale shields that also requires copper ore, right, and small scales, and scale armor, right, small scales and copper ore as well, right? So we don't have that much in terms of copper ore. For the clothes, however, I don't have the ingredients that I need in order to be able to make the clothes, even though I already have these items, right? And the difficulty, look at the difficulty. How many stars are there? 1, 2, 3, 4.5 stars for the difficulty on that. On the hats, another 4.5 stars for the artisanal Tordarian bandana, right? Shields is a half star for the scale shield, and for the armor, scale armor is a half star, right? So what shall we build first? Well, I'm thinking we're gonna start off with the armor, right? Since that's gonna take 2 scales and 2 copper ores, right? And the Fun Forge is smithing items couldn't be simpler. Select dash to start beating your ingredients into shape, and finish when you're ready to wrap things up. Hammer away at each individual area with your porter pounder to fill the blue gauge next to it, and aim to get every gauge into the green zone. You see Traveler's Tips for more information, right? So we can see the different areas there, right? We have 4 different options: gauge, bash, flourish, appraise, and finish, right? We start out by bashing, right? We have 1, 2, 3, 4 different areas that we can go through. I read the 6 different areas here, and each one has different strengths and weaknesses, right? I mean different levels that we can bash at. I'm gonna start here, and let's see what we get. Alright, we're in the green area. Let's pick another one. Green again. It's not really good, but what you're really aiming for is that little diamond marker. If you can get it onto that little diamond marker, that's super, right? The larger gauges require more hits, and if you notice down in the lower left-hand corner, you have focus cost. Each bash is going to take some focus, right? The more you build, the more items you create, the more focus you accumulate as you raise your level in crafting, I guess, right? And that was what we wanted. We want that marker there. That was a good one. I didn't expect that, but I'm happy that we got it. And alright. Ooh, that was awfully close. Oh, that one sucked. Alright, we got everybody in the green zone, so now we look at the appraisal. Alright, 24, 16, 14, 27, 12, 13. Alright, and then down in the dialogue there it says Nideca takes a long hard look at the scale armor. If you were to stop now, it would turn out really well. Really well is all fine and dandy. Is there a way I can make it better? I don't know. If I bash him one more time, I may exceed the arrow marks. We're gonna go with a finish on this one, just to get it done. Right? This will give us a success. And oh, we got a +2. Right? So you can get your success will be just a regular piece of armor with no pluses. You get a +1, a +2, or a +3. A +3 is usually a brilliant, perfectly crafted item. Right? We're close to perfect. It's pretty good. So we could put that, and we collect 2 perfectionist pearls for getting. You get the idea. So the more you create, the more pearls you can make. Actually, I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to back out of that. I was going to make. We're going to go with the shield this time. That's 1 and 1 of each, I believe. All right, and then we're gonna bash away. We're gonna bash away at the larger ones first, or maybe we'll go with the smaller ones. Oh crap! That was good. It got us into the green zone, but it could have been better. That one was just barely. See, there. That's what happens when you overextend. It goes over, right? There's no way to fix that. There's no way to make it smaller. There's no undoing it once you go over, right? So we'll be lucky if we get a +1 shield out of this. We'll be able to rework the item later on, but reworking requires your perfectionist pearls. And let me tell you, they're not easy to come by. Not that hard, but not that easy to come by. Ooh, we just went over the diamond marker there. Alright, and the last one. That was a pretty good hit. You saw that when you get a perfect hit, it stops right on the mark. Right? So This is not perfect, but it says pretty well. So let's go ahead and finish this. What do we get? It's probably a +1. A +1 shield. Alright, so not so bad. And 2 more pearls, which is not so bad as well. Alright, we're gonna go with weapons. We're gonna make a knife. And we're gonna bash the bottom one first. But anyways, I wanted to whoa, I got a perfect one. I wanted to show you the forge and to give you an idea of what you're doing there and whatnot. I tend to spend a lot of my time while I'm playing this game messing with the forge. I like it. I don't know why. It's soothing. Plus, the added bonus is it's a quick way to make money. If you're running low on money, if you're running low on cash for your character while you're playing this game, gather some resources and go ahead and craft items and then sell them. Whoa, that's pretty good. We're gonna praise this. Brilliant. Should be a +3 divine dagger. +3 divine dagger. So that's pretty good. So why am I going over all this? Well, I just want to see what you can do, what you can't do, right? But then when you go to reworking items, let's go to the equipment bag, and now the items that I just created, the armor scale, I'm not going to rework it. Divine dagger, you see I can't rework the divine dagger because it's perfect. Once you get a +3 on an item, you can't rework it, right? Why? Oh, I think it was here. Alright, so let's look at armor again. So we have a check mark on armor. Once we reach that +3 mark, it should turn into a star, right? And we're going to check that by looking at forged weapons. Let's look at knives. Yep. You see, instead of a check mark, we got a star. That means we perfected it. We know how to make a perfect one. I don't know if there's any special bonuses to that, right? For the weapon itself, special abilities is damage dealt to undead family monsters increased by 20%. So I mean there are bonuses, right? Reworking items. Now, there's a couple of items I wanted to rework. One of them is right away Eric's dagger. I'm going to spend the points to rework Eric's dagger. I wasn't paying attention to how many pearls it is, but we follow the same rules as crafting, right? We're going to go into bashing, and let's go ahead and go with the smaller one first and see what we get on the first strike, and hopefully we get something decent like that. Right, that's close enough. Right, and then this one may require 2 bashes unless we actually wind up with a perfect strike on the first hit. No, 2 bashes is going to be. Oh, we're going on a 3rd bash. This could be bad. No, it turns out to be perfect. Alright, we'll finish that. And Eric's dagger is a unique dagger, so we can't sell it, and it's the one time that you're going to be able to get it masterwork level. I'm looking at +3 as being a masterwork item. Alright. That'll increase Eric's fighting power a lot. We're gonna do Nideca's cobblestone sword. Because it's also a unique item. I don't know if there's a place where you get the recipe for making the cobblestone weapons from cobblestone, but I'm hoping that there is, and that we'll find it. Right? Swords require 3 sections. Right? We're gonna work on the hilt first. Not bad for that one. The body. Also close. Just under perfect. Are we gonna get a perfect here? No. On a second swing. That would be nice. Oh, it's close. Let's appraise this. It's giving us really well, so maybe this is going to be a +2. We'll have to rework it another time to try to get it perfect. That's what I thought, a +2. That leaves us with 1 pearl. We can rework an item, so let's go ahead into our equipment bag, and I wanna get the cypress stick out of the way. Use up that 1 pearl that's left, and then we're gonna continue on with the story. Right? We're gonna bash this one here. Whoa. That was over the mark. That was perfect. And another one. And that takes care of the cypress stick for us. We have a perfect cypress stick. And it just feels good to have the perfection match. Right? Or at least it feels good to me. I like it. I don't know who's going to use the cypress stick later on, but I mean, let's take a look at these items now. Big hitter. Awarded for crafting +3 piece of equipment on the front size forge. Right? There's all sorts of other little awards as well. Right? Let's look at these items. So it gives us an attack strength for +14. Oh, the equipment bag. It's here. So we're going to transfer this to Nideca. Yes. Transfer that to Nideca. And we're going to equip it. Right. Let's go to Nideca again. We're going to transfer the leather shield to the equipment bag. And we're going to transfer the Tordane togs to the equipment bag. I'm going to transfer that steel pot, that pot lid to the equipment bag. And those other things we could be transferring to the equipment bag also. Eric is got leather armor. I got him leather armor or leather hat. Right? We're gonna transfer that to the equipment bag. Transfer the soldier's sword to the equipment bag because you can see Eric's attack strength with his dagger is 52. Whereas with the soldier's sword it's going to be a lot less. So the soldier's sword is really useless to Eric. but we're gonna hang on to the soldier sword so we can rework that item. And I managed to get Eric another boomerang, which is going to do more damage than the birchwood boomerang, but we'll get to those later on. I'm not ready to be using those yet, just yet. Right. Everybody's equipped with what they're going to be using right now. Alright. We're gonna rest until morning. And just for quick reference, map menu, sparkly spots. Alright, so I go to the question mark on the sparkly spots. There are a number of sparkly spots that I passed. We're gonna go uncover those real quick and then uncover the ones ahead of us on the pathway and then head on to the cobblestone. I'm gonna try to avoid all fights while we're heading to these locations. Hopefully I managed to do that. So far so good. Saber cats. Here goes the first one. And the saber cat attacked us. The saber cubs. Eric's just doing
Who else wants
massive
some?
damage. Alright. The other one... Where is the other one? I think the other one is up here. Yep. Small little climb. Hop, jump, and climb. That's right, there's a chest here. Mini medals. I don't know what the mini medals are used for in this game. We'll find out later on, I guess. Cotton top. So yeah, I don't know what a lot of these things are used for, but we'll figure them out. And the waker blooms, I know you use those in order to wake up sleeping members if you got members that are affected by sleep spells or sleep effects. Otherwise, it's just stuff that we're collecting. Yeah, I'm leaving all these guys behind. Because I know this game, well, while I enjoy it, I know it could be rather boring to just watch, right? And we're not gonna sell any items right just yet, but you're gonna find traveling merchants all over the place where you can sell items. And then if we go to our equipment bag, the divine dagger plus 3. Look at that. That's 160 gold. Right? Matter of fact, I'm gonna sell the divine dagger plus 3 because we're gonna make another one later on. Right? The cypress stick I'm not gonna sell just yet. Right? And then for reworking items, we got boxer shorts, we got a bronze knife that we're gonna rework later on, leather shields, soldier sword. All of that is going to add to your skill level for using the front forge. So I believe just ahead of us is another one. this someplace. Alright. Yeah, missed it. It's around here someplace. There it is. And the only reason I'm uncovering these now is so then later on, if I wanted to gather resources, it's already marked. It's not a question mark. I know what it is, and I know what resources I'm looking for at that point. Right? Sparkly spots. Yeah, we're gonna go up and around. So we're gonna go up this way. This is a good place to get ore. So now you know where you can get your copper ore and your flintstone from. All crafting ingredients for making stuff. A single file used for getting magical strength back. We'll go down the opposite side now. And there should be one more right nearby. Yep. The last undiscovered one is right here. Small scale. So now when we look at our map and we go to sparkly spots in this region, in the Mango Grove region, we have everyone uncovered, so we know where we can gather other resources from. Right? There we go. Proceeding on with the story. We're supposed to be heading to Cobblestone. And to be honest, when I first encountered this story, or this portion of the story, well, you'll see. I don't want to spoil it just yet. If you're watching along with me just now and you haven't seen the story before, it's a spoiler alert. Shut it off now if you don't want the story spoiled for you. But yeah, this is that very first early area where we explored. So we already know where all the sparklies are in this one and what they are. I have a few of these already, so I really don't need any of this stuff right now. I could use more experience, but we're gonna do a lot of fighting off camera. We're gonna do the majority of our fighting off camera. We're just gonna go ahead and finish this portion of the story, and then it's gonna be a short stream for today, because I wanted to get to this portion of the story, and we'll leave off in the next for the next chapter, as I guess. You know what I say. Our return to Cobblestone. What's that? You were born here? Har har. Sure you were. And I'm the king of Heliodor. Har har har. He doesn't believe us. We were born here. What's going on? Nideca is a good boy. We should give him lots of sweeties. And it's an order from the king, no less. Huh? That doesn't make sense. That Nideca is an absolute menace. Look at this sign. It's ruined. What's she talking about? Looks like a child scrawled something on the sign. By orders of the king, Nideca is a very good boy. And if you see him, you've got to give him lots of sweets. Gemma and Dustin's house. Oh, poor Gemma, she puts up a brave face, but I know how sad it makes her that her old mom's too frail to leave the house. I've put her through so much. Still, at least she has Nideca, eh? Playing with him always puts a smile back on her face. What would we do without him? The mayor looks the same as before. It doesn't look like he's aged that much. Well now, we don't get many visitors down here. You're welcome, of course. My name's Dustin. It's my very great honor to be mayor of this here village of Cobblestone. What's that you say? You already knew that? Interesting. Have I bumped into you somewhere before? I'm not normally the forgetful type, but I can't for the life of me think of where we met. Everybody's bonkers now. There's a book here. Dustin's Cooking Emporium. The puns keep flooding out. I've never experienced anything like it. Get a load of this one. We could show visitors around the great stone spire beyond the village and call it Cobblestone Tour. There's plenty where that came from. They just won't stop. It's like a divine inspiration. Here's another. The mother said she'd throw her son from the cliff if he didn't eat his vegetables. It was a bluff. It's a joke book. We had a joke book there. There's nothing up here. It's no priest. There goes the priest. Where's my house? It's over there.
Is that you, dear? I'm cooking your favorite, stew. It'll be ready any minute now. You'll be desperate to stuff your face as always, I'm sure. Well, set the table and I'll just give it a last little stir. Ah! Who are you? And what are you doing in my house?
What? Don't you recognize me?
What nonsense are you talking? My boy is 6 years old. Who do you think you are, waltzing in here and claiming to be someone you're not? Whoever you are, I want you out of my house this instant. Don't make me say it twice.
So you're as confused as I am. What's that? It looks like Gemma. Let's go see. It's Sandy, alright? She's a puppy. Sandy was an old dog. I should have said no to see what it would do.
Thank you, mister. My name's Gemma. Who are you? But that can't be right. Oh, wait, I get it. That's not your name. You mean you're looking for him, right? He went to look for Chalky. Come on, follow me.
Might as well pick up some things along the way.
Hey, Grandad, can I borrow your ladder? The wind blew Gemma's scarf off and now it's stuck up a tree.
Well, we can't be having that now, can we? Let me go and find it for you.
We don't need the ladder anymore. That nice man over there got my headscarf down for me. He said he was looking for you. Is he a friend of yours?
Nope. I've never even seen him before.
I think it might be me he's looking for, you know. Why don't you two run along and play and leave us grown-ups to talk?
All right.
Well. It's you, isn't it? I knew it. I've known you since you were a baby, after all. I knew it was you right away. But you don't look too happy, my lad. Care to tell your old Grandad what's on your mind?
Nideca tells Chalky everything that happened since he left Cobblestone.
I see. So, you're from a future where I'm no longer around. Well. And King Carnelian went and threw you in the dungeon. And to think I trusted that he'd do right by you. If I'd known how things were going to turn out, I would have told you everything, instead of hiding the truth from you for all those years. But you don't have time to be listening to an old man's regrets. Here's what we're going to do. If you head east out of the village, you'll come to Cobblestone Falls, as you know. Go there and dig in front of the three-sided rock. Got that? Hmm? The three-sided rock at Cobblestone Falls. You'll know the one I mean. Oh, but what a fine figure of a man you've become. I'm so glad I got to see you all grown up. You be good now, lad. Don't waste your time bearing grudges. Live life with love in your heart. Always saw me right. Bye now.
So, a little bit speechless. And it's okay, you know. It's what makes the story even better. That there's these bittersweet moments in them. You can guess what happened.
Ah. Thanks for getting Gemma's headscarf back for her. Come back and play any time you like. It's ages till I gotta go home. What should we play now?
Well, we could play, hide and seek.
Are you okay? I lost you for a minute there. Not surprising, I guess.
Look at the destruction.
I can't believe they do this. And just because you grew up here? What kind of animals are they? Jasper and his goons must have ridden straight here after you got thrown in the dungeons and torched the place. Hey, just now when you zoned out, the mark on your hand was glowing, and so was the root wrapped around that tree. Was it another one of those visions?
Nideca tells Eric all about what he saw in Cobblestone of the Past.
Wow. So you went back in time and spoke with your granddad and yourself? That is seriously weird.
Yes, very. Which is why I should have said no. To see what would have happened.
Must have been the root here. It must have the power to show you the past. Well, if what your granddad told you was right, then we need to head over to Cobblestone Falls. Where did you say it was? East of the village? Listen, I know this can't be easy, but hanging around here isn't going to do anybody any good. Come on.
So there's one item of interest that I'm going to share with you here. I'm a traveling priest. I heard a terrible rumor that this village was to be razed to the ground, and rushed from Heliodor to try to reason with the troops. Alas, it seems I was too late. King Carnelian ordered the entire place destroyed for its role in razing The accursed Darkspawn. But did the people of Cobblestone really deserve this? Seeing such terrible devastation, one wonders who the real sinners are. At least the troops did not destroy the church. That's something. And inside you'll find a bed where a traveler may rest his weary bones. Now though things may look bleak, one may still find comfort in age-old rituals. We're gonna save just to be sure. And we're gonna continue for a little bit longer, because in here, the door that I wasn't able to get through, I know that there is an item that we want. What luck, Nideca finds a recipe book entitled Holy Night. He takes a look inside and learns how to make a Templar's uniform. And is there anything else in here? The barrels that I broke earlier, which contain nothing, because I broke them earlier. Alright, no sense in, well, once you get to this point in the adventure, you're probably going to explore all the way around again. I'm going to skip that and just leave. We want to head to the next phase of the story. I could summon the horse, but it's only going to be a short trip. Cobblestone Falls is right there. And it should be pretty easy to avoid these little critters here. There is a chest right over here. 5 Perfectionist Pearls, which will come in handy later on. There's no other chest in this area. And we're kind of finally to the Emerald Coast. Sparkly, a jug of fresh water, and the stone, the 3-sided stone.
Letters, huh? The top one there's seen better days, that's for sure.
My dearest, darling baby boy, when finally you come to read this, I will almost certainly be long dead. You see, not long after you were born, our beloved kingdom of Dundrasil was attacked by an army of monsters. I was forced to flee with you in my arms, and expended the last of my strength in ensuring that you escaped to safety. If you are fortunate enough to have been found by some kindly soul, you must seek out the King of Heliodor when you come of age. Our kingdom and his have long enjoyed close relations, and your father and I would trust him with our lives. Never forget, my son, you are a prince of the kingdom of Dundrasil. But more than that, you are the luminary. Yours is a weighty burden indeed. It is you who must stand against the darkness and banish it from our world. In time, you will come to understand. It breaks my heart to leave you, my darling. But it is the only way. I only hope that one day you will learn to forgive me.
It's from someone important to you, right? Your mother or something? Don't worry, you can tell me about it later. What about the other one?
To my dearest grandson. I haven't the foggiest how you managed it, but I met your future self today. As promised, I've buried some things here that will help you on your way. Have you read your mother's letter yet? It was in your basket with you when I first found you. It was because of that letter that I asked my Amber to send you to see the king when the time came. I only wish I'd known how things would turn out. I don't know why Dundrasil was attacked, or why King Carnelian thinks so badly of you. I'm just an ignorant old man from a little village in the country. But I do know that the answers are out there somewhere. The keystone in this box will open the door of departure off to the east. You must go out into the world and seek the truth. Remember now, don't waste your time bearing grudges, and live life with love in your heart. All the best, now and forever. Grandad.
Nideca acquires the keystone.
So we use the keystone to open the door of departure and head out into the world, huh? Well, sounds easy enough. You better believe I'm coming with you. You said it was just east of here, right? Well, what are we waiting for? Oh, I know what we're waiting for. I've got some unfinished business to attend to.
Yes.
The orb.
The orb.
The King Sparrow's not too far from here. And just down the way, in fact. Let's go claim what's rightfully mine.
So in tomorrow's episode, we're going to go claim that. And if you're joining me, thank you for watching. We're going through the story of Dragon's Quest 11. And I'm doing my best to try to get through most of the dialogue as quickly as possible. I'm not going to go searching for items here. Let's see, where do we have to go? Oh, we have to turn around and go that way. The campsite is down there. King Sparrow's is also down there. Of course, off camera, I'm going to we're going to save this here and end the stream. But off camera, I'm going to go ahead and do all the little stuff like leveling up a little bit, killing some of these monsters, so on and so forth. Let's make camp. Rework some more items. But for now, this has been Nideca Sunstone. Let's end that here. Can I? What else can I do with this guy? That's it. Anyways, I thought there was emotes or something that we can do, but there isn't. Saving the game here. We'll pick this up tomorrow and continue with the story. You'll find us here, and maybe we'll be a little bit higher in level. thank you for watching. See you soon. Bye. Oh, see, I did it again. You're still here, and that's because I haven't really ended the stream yet. Do you plan to continue your adventure from this point? No. There we go. We did it, right? Alright, there we go. Thank you for watching. We'll see you tomorrow and continue with the story. This has been Nideca Sunstone, and thanks for joining us. Ciao.